Any ministers that are present here with us, and the Greater St. John Baptist Church family. I am definitely indeed welcome, honored, very honored to be here. But my honor goes to God.
Amen.
And the support in my life, which has been my family.
Amen.
Amen.
Neighborhood family. And extended family.
That's right.
So at this time, I want to take a moment out to introduce my family.
Amen.
I want to introduce, my dad can't be here today, but my mom is here, Helen Grimes.
Amen. 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 Amen.
This is a standing introduction, so stand. All right, I have my older sister, Clarencia C. Catrice Grimes.
Amen.
Her son, Colby.
Amen.
My younger sister, Heidi Grimes.
Amen. Amen.
And then I have, let me go down the street now. So I grew up North Baton Rouge near the airport. I'll get to that here in a moment. But I had the greatest privilege of having good neighbors.
Amen.
And one of the neighbors that you all have in the midst of your church membership here is Miss Julia.
Amen.
Then I have my extended, I call them my extended aviation family.
Amen.
I have Mr. Paul Green. Since you're the head, why don't you go ahead and remain standing and introduce the rest of your family, please, sir?
Good morning, guys. This is my son, Tristan Green, which is a junior pilot in training under Cedric also.
All right.
Amen. Amen.
My other son, Jan, is 11 years old, and he's going to follow pursuit also.
Amen.
And my grandfather, which was born on my birthday, and my uncle, and my wife, Teresa, who pretty much keep me in check too.
Amen.
So I wanted to take the time to do that because this, I know I'm on the front of the program, but it's about the support that I've had over the years.
Amen.
So whatever honor I have, I divvy it up and give each of you all a slice, which is allowing me to be here in my current position. One other thing about Mr. Paul, or Brother Paul, or as I call him, PG. I'm CG, Cedric Grimes, and he's PG, Paul Grimes.
All right.
But we often talk, he's a good friend, good role model for me. When I have issues, problems, I need to talk. He's a good person that I turn to. But he's actually an employee of FedEx. He's a maintenance personnel. So the pilots, we can fly the planes, but we can't go nowhere, or we can't go anywhere until they service and help us get in the air.
That's right. Amen.
So he's a tenured employee, Navy veteran as well. So other facets of aviation are also present here, as well as our student pilots. But again, giving honor to God, I'm happy to be here today. I fly for an affiliate of United Airlines. I'm sure you all have heard.
Mm-hmm.
Flying started for me back in high school. Back in, I think I was in 10th grade. Started off with a local organization called Civil Air Patrol out at the airport. Went over. I had my, I guess you would call her my godmother, or god-grandmother. She's no longer living here today, but typically, in high school, you're 9th grade, 10th grade, and you have to start figuring out, hey, what are you going to do after graduation? So Miss Josephine Leonard, was her name, and she said, well, Cedric, what do you want to do? I said, I want to fly planes, because I was always looking up in the air, being close to the airport.
Oh, yeah.
So it kind of worked out for me.
Yeah.
So she said, well, go to the airport. Well, I guess that made sense, right?
Yeah.
So went over to the airport through my guidance counselor at school, ended up at the Civil Air Patrol, and from there, my journey in aviation began. And I'm blessed to have achieved basically the highest rating with the Federal Aviation, the FAA,
Amen.
Wow.
that you can get, which is
Amen. Amen.
which is an airline transport pilot, which obviously gives me the privilege of carrying passengers to and from certain destinations safely.
Yeah.
Amen.
But let me see, where are my youth at? Please raise your hand here in the congregation.
All the young people. Right?
All the youth, raise your hand.
Young people, all the young people.
All right, we have some. All right. Well, who wants to? Okay, put your hands down. All right. So, who wants to be a doctor when they grow up? All right, we have one doctor. What about a nurse? Nurse.
Nurse.
All right, good. What about a lawyer? All right. Oh. All right, we'll save hands. We'll save hands.
Yes.
All right. What are some other professions that I'm missing here? Police. Who wants to be a police? Help keep us safe. There you go.
Amen.
All right. Who wants to be a chef? Prepare. There we go. All right. So let me tie this all together. Not everyone can be a pilot, or maybe not everyone wants to become a pilot. Mm-hmm. Not everyone wants to become a nurse or doctor. They may be scared of blood, right? So what it ends up being is I like to look at it as a support team. So myself as a pilot, without the maintenance, I can't safely transport my passengers, which may be a lawyer or a doctor having to go perform some type of an emergency surgery somewhere else. So it's all one big support team. So we can't have everyone being pilots. We can't have everyone being doctors, nurses, policemen, because we need them to stay safe and get us through the security process.
That's right.
So I encourage the youth and those that are still seeking professional professions, continue pressing forward. You'll have those days where you just like, man, I don't know, and I'm talking about myself now.
Mm-hmm.
I have these days where it's like, man, I don't know if I can go any further. This is hard.
Right.
Man, it's training. I don't know. But again, getting encouragement from family, friends. Hey, keep it up.
Yeah.
Amen.
Once you achieve that final phase of whatever you're doing, it will feel good, and it has. So it's never a day that I don't stop thanking God for Him allowing me to get to this point, and I ask His blessings to continue getting me to a further point that I may not know what it is yet. We travel from different locations throughout the U.S. And when I wake up in the morning, I say thank you.
Yeah.
Amen.
The reason why?
Amen.
Not everyone can wake up and smell the fresh air of the next day's beauty.
Oh yeah. Amen.
As I go through the day,
Amen.
I interact with passengers at the airports.
Mm-hmm.
And any of you know that have flown, different places. Sometimes you can have a nice, smooth flight, a good airport experience, go through security, get on the plane, go to your destination, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
But what about those days when the weather is not so great?
Right.
Passengers are delayed in lines. Well, I think I had a gate agent who was looking at me like I was a little weird one day. I was up in Newark, New Jersey. The weather was not so great. Passengers were in lines. People were trying to get rebooked. So I got off of the aircraft and I had a big smile on my face, like I always do. I'm being myself. She's like, well, what's wrong with you? She's like, all these delays, you're not upset? I was like, I can't affect it. I said, guess what? This is the safest place for me right now, is on the ground. So, but even then, gave thanks for, hey, thank you for the delays.
Yeah.
Gave me a little break, right?
Right.
So I go throughout the day and, hopefully, the love of God that I have within me, spreads throughout the passengers, my crew members. It's never a day that, you know, they always ask me, what are you smiling for? Like, well, why not?
Yeah.
Amen.
You know, why frown, right?
Yeah.
So when I get to a new destination or I'm able to get home, then the word of the day then becomes blessed.
Yeah.
He's blessed me throughout the day.
Yeah.
And then, of course, the next day is again waking up, thank you.
Yeah.
So again, I give, you know, honor and thanks to God, you know, for allowing me to put up with a lot. But I know, you know, whatever I put in, He'll bless me with getting out of it, you know.
Yeah.
Amen.
Amen.
And I work with a lot of youth members, different organizations, Boy Scouts of America, youth such as Christians. Our organization supports a summer flight academy, which is currently held in Houston every summer. So it gives an opportunity for youth in the community that they are wanting to pursue becoming a pilot. It's a 2-week program. They go to Houston, they learn pretty much everything it is to know about becoming a basic or a private pilot. And then they have the opportunity of basically taking up the aircraft. And if they're of age and they have the ability to impress the flight instructor, they can actually take the aircraft up by themselves before they leave that academy. So we support things like that. I'm the president of the New Orleans Golden Eagles, which is a local organization out of New Orleans. Been with them now for, I guess you could say 15 plus years now, but I love what we stand for, I love what we do, and it gives me an opportunity to give back to the youth in our community. I know when I was on my trips here a couple of weeks ago, Miss Judy was like, hey, I need some information from you. Yes, ma'am. Got it coming to you. Well, you know, work happened, but I stayed in contact with her. Hey, I'm sorry I couldn't get it to you here then, but I said I'll get it to you here within the next day.
Amen.
Then my mom called, hey, Miss Julia needs that information. I said, I know, I talked to her. But it's, that persistence there was the same persistence that I had, you know, growing up. We talked about when the mom came over to the school.
Yeah.
I guess I was in that situation too. The rod was definitely put on me. We had the old way of doing things.
That's right.
From the principal down to the best way, huh? Down to the classroom teachers. They had full access to chastise.
Oh, yeah.
But if it's not because of those type of people, administrators, teachers, extended family, you know, all around us, if they didn't keep me on a straight and narrow path, you know, who knows where I would be.
That's right.
That's right.
So we talked about, you know, the devastation in Florida. I was in Canada actually on Tuesday evening because we were starting a new jet service up there. So we had to do some trial runs. And typically my routine, I get into my hotel room and I turn on the TV and try to stay abreast with the news. Because of the military, I don't want to be blindsided either.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
And when I saw that, I sat down on my bed and I just could not believe it.
Yeah.
But those are the things that keeps me going.
Yeah.
And I want to be an encouragement to others to keep going for whatever it is that you want.
Yeah.
I can talk to you all day long about pilots and aviation stuff, but if it's something else that I don't know quite much about, I'll make sure I go seek that professional and get you the help you need. You never get I don't know or I don't care from me. So I just ask that God just continues to bless me, my family, my 2 kids, keep them flourished, keep them safe. And it's my prayer that everyone stays safe under God's protection because this is a dangerous world that we live in.
Oh, yeah. Amen. Amen.
So with that, that's my prayer, and thank you. Thank you.